Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm Colin Wilt, and this is Colin Wilt Vlogs. Today we're going to be discussing the Warren Lotas Nike lawsuit. But before we get into that, if you guys wouldn't mind, please drop me a follow on all my socials. Much appreciated. Now let's get into this. Let's roll the intro. Now this is crazy. This is one of the biggest lawsuits Nike has ever filed with someone. You're not going to want to miss this. But before we get into that, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Now, as some of you may know, Nike filed a lawsuit against Warren Lotas on October 15th for copying their Nike SB Dunk. Now, for some of you who don't know who Warren Lotas is, he's a 24-year-old designer who made Wiz Khalifa cool pants. Now, onto the shoe that they copied that Nike's really upset about. They copied the Nike SB Dunk Pigeons, which were released in 2005, and they're really expensive. And what they claimed they were doing was reinterpreting it, but yet they go to just cut off a little bit of the swoosh and put a mask, and Nike didn't give permission for them to do this. So that's where it just gets even more crazier. Warren later went on to copy the Nike SB Dunk Stussies. And he did the same thing, cut off a bit of the swoosh and added his little Jason Voorhees mask. And the craziest part about all of this is Mr. Lotas had the audacity to list these for $300, a pair of bootleg shoes for $300. Now, just for reference, a regular pair of Dunks, real Dunks, are $110 on drop day. Now, on to the actual lawsuit. Nike claimed trademark and anti-dilution and filed this in California federal courts on October 14th. They went on to say that Lotas is currently promoting and selling fakes of their coveted Dunks. Now, this is actually crazy. I actually have a picture of the Dunk versus Mr. Lotas's shoe. So let's look at that. I mean, it's crazy. They're almost the exact same except for that little bit of the swoosh cut off and that little mask. And now what's even crazier is the Pigeon Dunks that Mr. Lotas recreated are selling for $2,500. Guys, please don't support this guy. He's just a scammer and he's selling bootleg sneakers. Please don't do this. I mean, it may be cool and all how they look, and you may be able to get the pigeon look for cheaper, but please don't support this guy. Come on. Now, on to actually who will win this lawsuit. I'm definitely going to go with Nike, and I know people are going to bring up the Bape lawsuit, but in the Bape lawsuit, they didn't copy the exact swoosh, you know? They just had that little Bape where on the Air Force One it says Air. They just put Bape in that little space. But it's not really similar at all, because Bape didn't copy the swoosh. I mean, Warren Lotas copied even the colors and the swoosh. I mean, I don't think he's going to get away with this at all. Nike's going to win this lawsuit. 100%. Now onto the bootleg Dunks here. They are actually infringing on multiple trademarks owned by Nike. Drop a comment. Who do you think will win the lawsuit, Nike or Warren Lotas? Well, I think that wraps up the video explaining the Nike versus Lotas lawsuit. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.